My stepmother threw away my late mother's possessions 5 years ago, and I never want to see her again. My 23F late mom died over 10 years ago, and 9 years ago my dad, 49M, remarried my stepmother. My stepmother and I never were close. I missed my mom like crazy and would try to talk to stepmother about her, but she didn't seem interested. Every time my mother was mentioned, she'd stop engaging in conversation and just go on her phone or walk away. When I was 17, my grandmother told me that she was creating something special for my 18th birthday. I asked for a hint and she said it had to do with someone I missed a lot. That night, I cried a lot. I knew she was going to create something to do with my mother. A while after that, my dad called me. He said he had bad news, while sniffling. He said that my stepmother threw away all my mom's possessions. Not one thing was left, not even sentimental items. I started crying and my dad comforted me over the call and then started crying with me. I know you aren't supposed to make major decisions when you are emotional because it can lead to reckless behavior. But I was so mad and sad that I decided to drive to my dad's house. My grandmother opened the door, but I just walked past her. I went straight to my stepmother. I started yelling at her, calling her something along the lines of jealous, vindictive and good for nothing. I said a lot of vile words. I told her I never wanted to talk to her again. She tried to apologize, but I just blocked out everything she was saying. I ignored what everyone was saying and just left. Since then, my half-brother was born. I have nothing against him, but I barely visit him. My dad didn't immediately forgive my stepmom. He stayed for my half-brother, and after 3 years of couples counseling and therapy he forgave her, although their relationship was never the same. Some family members have told me I'm being dramatic. They told me to get over it. It's been 5 years. It doesn't matter how many years it will be since she did that. 5 since I knew, and 7 since she did it, but I will never forgive her. No amount of apologies will bring back those things, those memories.
I put peanut butter in my friend's drink thinking she was lying about her allergy. I was young, only in the 2nd grade, and had recently been taught about lying. After our lessons on sinning and doing bad stuff, I developed the idea that my friend, let's call her Lily, was lying about her peanut allergy, and just didn't like peanut butter but was too ashamed to tell me, because they were my favorite snack at the time. Not to mention the times when someone would bring in a snack for the class, and we'd always have to check if they had peanuts in them. If they did, the whole class couldn't eat them so that she wouldn't feel left out. I was tired of what I thought was a dumb, made-up lie and decided to take matters into my own hands, by bringing a big jar of peanut butter and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Once it's snack break, I waited until Lily went to the bathroom to take out my peanut butter jar to slip a spoonful into her cup, shaking it good so she wouldn't suspect a thing. Once she came back, she sat down and drank some of her peanut butter-infused water. As she did so, I watched with wide eyes, making sure to take in every detail, now convinced that she's been lying the whole time. Suddenly, Lily started coughing uncontrollably, choking and thrashing herself all over the floor. It also didn't help that she forgot her EpiPen at home that day, causing her to convulse and forcing my teacher to call an ambulance. It turned out she was severely allergic to peanut butter, and I never had the gall to tell her what I had done that day. We're still friends today, and she strongly believes that her father was trying to kill her, since she got in a fight with him the day before regarding her dead mother. I hate my dad and what he did to my sister yesterday. My parents divorced last year. I have a little sister. We both live with our mom because our dad preferred it that way. Yesterday was my sister's 10th birthday. She didn't want a party, she didn't want to invite her friends to come over, and she didn't want gifts. I gave her one anyway. She wanted our dad to take her out to dinner. Our mom talked to him and he agreed. He said he would pick up my sister here at 7 p.m. and they would go to McDonald's or something. She got all dressed up, wore a beautiful outfit, and even asked me to do makeup on her. I don't think I've ever seen her so excited about anything. She hasn't seen him in months, so I was happy for her. I stayed with her waiting for him to arrive. And he didn't. We waited for over 2 hours. And he didn't show up. He didn't respond to messages and didn't answer any calls either. My sister cried so much that she woke up today with bulging eyes. She hasn't eaten anything yet and has barely spoken. He called me today saying he completely forgot about it. I want to punch him so bad. I hate him so much. I hate him. I don't know what else to do but say I hate him. I can't stand to see my little sister like this. My girlfriend kicks me off my Spotify account every morning. I couldn't be happier. My girlfriend F22, and I am 23, live together. My day starts off much sooner than hers does. I'm usually in the office by 6:30 a.m., which is about when she starts waking up. I'm one of the first people in the office, so I always put headphones on and listen to music as I start my day. I get about 15 minutes of music before it stops and I get the notification that the output device has changed. This is because we have a Google Home that's hooked to my Spotify account. When my girlfriend wakes up, she starts her day with "Hey Google, play," so she has music when she's getting ready. I always just leave my phone open to see what she's listening to, and when she heads out around 7:30, I get my account back. I'm sure that she has no idea that she's participating in this little routine, and I have no intentions of telling her. Sure, it'd be easy to swap it to her account, but I love to know that she's awake and starting her day listening to her favorite songs. Another benefit of this is that I know what her current favorite songs are, so when we get in the car together or we're just sitting around, I know what songs will spark joy. Some days I think she's onto me. We're both very happy together, and I plan on proposing here in a few weeks. I'm excited to spend the rest of my life with her. Today I effed up by cleaning my teen's room and finding her mature toy. My 17-year-old daughter is staying with her dad down at the shore for the week, so I wanted to surprise her with a clean room. I am not one to go through drawers or books. Her privacy is important. Now just to let you know, I have done this in the past for her, so it's nothing new to help her out. A quick make of her bed, dirty clothes washed, and a vacuum was in desperate need. So I started to clean up. Her 3-year-old sister came in and wanted to see what was going on, so I sat her on the bed with some toys to occupy her. This is where I messed up. A few minutes later I hear this RRRR noise and my toddler say, "Ooh, a pink gun." Bang! Bang! I turn to look at her. She is sitting there with a pink vibrator, pushing the vibrate button to shoot me. I quickly said no, that's not our toy and put it under the blankets. Which is where I am assuming she found it. Then I took my toddler, turned off the lights and left the room. I do not think I will be in there cleaning anytime soon. Men of TikTok, what are the struggles of dating a very rich girl? I was never sure how rich she was. I just knew her family had property in a couple places in the US and China. And this is also how I found out property in China is dumb expensive. When she went for the holidays, if she wanted to say, stay in Shanghai and then go to Beijing later, she didn't have to look at hotels or Airbnb, she just had to make sure she grabbed the right set of keys. It was weird. She wasn't dripping with designer clothes and drove a fuel-efficient compact, but just looking at where her family had apartment/houses, I can only imagine. She was a super sweet, down-to-earth girl, biggest heart in the world, very hard-working, and acted like a child in a candy shop everywhere she went. I think the biggest strain came when we would eat together. For me, money was tight and the best way to stretch my college scholarship money was to cook meals in bulk. Before she met me, she ate out literally every single meal. At first, it took some adjusting and rebudgeting. Bless her heart, she understood and found compromises. She loved my cooking and would surprise me with groceries and then say I have to pay her back by cooking whatever she wanted. Every once in a while she'd pick up the entirety of a bill that we were supposed to split, but she always found a way to make sure I didn't feel down about it. I don't think she ever once bought me an expensive gift. Most things were either handmade or were very thoughtful, for example shoes I'd been eyeing for months but couldn't afford and she noticed them in my computer browser.